Hello people, this is going to be a relatively quick video because the whole point of it is, well, there's 2 points. One, the F12 button. Not sure if anyone's aware of that, but you can use the F12. I'm going to start, that was my scroll, but I'm going to use the F12 now to start scrolling one bar at a time. F12, 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 and what I'm on the 30-minute, and what I would use this for, or was using it for, was to see how many times the break, the bust, and then the break and close of the bust bar, as it were, after a pullback, so would yield a profitable potential trade. So that way you can sort of randomly pick your part of a chart. Well, we'll do it now actually. Here we go. That's no good. I'll close my eyes and do it again. Here we go, randomly picking. My eyes are shut, I promise. Right, we're on a random part of the chart now. So what I want to see is a bust out like that, and then a pullback, and then a break and close above the high of the bust out. And as you can see on this particular chart here, it was a win. So we would have entered on this bar here, which is this one here, and that would have been a open 806, high 813, so that was a 7 pip inclusive of spread, so net of spread probably about 2 pips, 5 pip winner. So you got the gist now. So in this instance now we've got a bust to the downside, we've had a pullback, so using F12 we're waiting for either a break of that, or in fact, because the pullback busted above the number, then potentially a break to the long side. So we've still not got our proper break of either end. It is the sideways part of the market as well, so I wouldn't normally be trading here. So we've had a bust back up, and now we've got a break of both of these bust levels. So I would consider this to be a potential long. We'd expect to pull back after this candle, so it's continued on up. We're now busting the 20 level, give or take 18, so we're on 1843 on that. So technically not a long trigger, but it'd be interesting if we break the 20 now after this pullback. We're clearly above a resistance level here. That's the only thing we can't do by doing this F12 thing, is put support and resistance, which is on the left hand side really. Although you could do, I suppose, if you were going to be pedantic. So I would expect this to potentially break above the 20 level now, and then we would get a there's the break above the 20. So potential pullback, but remember we can use the lower time frames to get our precise entries. But let's just see if this goes long. We're not worried too much about the technicalities, and there she goes. That move there from the high there, because you would have used the lower time frames to consider entering, it's probably about 30 or so pips. Oh, it's 15 pips, 16, 17 pips, give or take. So that was a winner. But really all we're worried about is how to use the F12 and then the bust and break. So we've busted down, and we need a break and close below there. We've also busted up, so a break and close above there would potentially be a triggered long. It's not broken the 20 yet, which I would want to see it nearer for considering longs. We've got a sort of descending trend line going on here, and if we get some power to the long side, then we could consider going long. There's a pullback there. So technically speaking, there's the bust and break. That, whoops, delete that. That bar there was the break of the previous bust, or if we counted that one there, as I said before, there's not enough momentum there, but it's in the volatile time, the American session, So you might have considered trading that on the, by using the lower time frames for watching the pullback that bar there, and then the continuation. But clearly once we cleared both of these, or all of these, with that bar there, then price went up 32 pips, 33 pips. So these are half-hour bars, remember, so there's a lot more to it than just entering and closing your eyes and hoping. But that's how to use the F12 and how to analyse various setups. There's loads more. I've only had this on my charts 5 months out of probably best part of 16 years now, 4 months out of 16 years, so I think there's a massive amount to learn. And here we go, bust, pull back, break and close. We could consider shorting this now after making sure we've got the correct pullbacks and continuations in play. And is this one going to be a winner to the short side? Now we're in the sideways market. This would have been a very risky consideration for a trade. I'm not just trying to cover my backside here. And there it did actually go down with a vengeance. So you know, lots and lots of room for playing around with the F12 and the RSI histo alert. Some food for thought there, guys, but it does seem to work quite well. That bust out there and the break and close there, and look what happens, crash, down it goes. So thanks for watching. I hope you have fun with the F12 button. Remember, this can be done on any time frame. You can pick and choose your times of day as well, so you only mess around and use the bust and break in the high volatility times. You know, you need to use your noddle a bit with these things. Not curve fitting, it's just about choosing the best times of day to trade, the best time frames to trade as well. So have fun with the F12 button, people.